What's up, everybody? We got Polly Beams here and Piper over in the corner. Welcome to the channel. First video in a long while, probably the first gun-related video that I'm going to do on this channel. And just wanted to take some time. I wanted to walk through something that's been on some of the shorts lately. So the Glock 17. Just wanted to walk through some of the changes that I've made to it and just give it a little spotlight, given that I've been shooting it a fair amount lately. Just talk through some of the changes that I made, both accessories or customization that I've done to it, and yeah, just kind of kick off some of the long form content on the channel. And so yeah, get started. Glock 17, Gen 3. Obviously, I've done some work to this one. I would say it's the poor man's Gucci Glock. I've had this gun for a long time and made a lot of these changes over the course of a few years, so I just wanted to walk through some of that I've done. I'll start off with the texturing. So I actually stippled this. This was the second gun that I've ever stippled. Did this sprinkle pattern, which I think actually came out like really cool. It's fairly aggressive for what it is, and it looks great. So I did. It was Gen 3, so it had the finger grooves. So I took those down, kind of thinned out the grip just a little bit, as you can see. I also added or removed some material here for the undercut and then double undercut. I don't know if you can quite see it. Put a little texture mark there for a reference point. And then I did two reference points. This would be for lefties, but on this side, where my thumb kind of rests, just to touch it. Here, it's a better view of it there. So as you press out, just a spot where you can kind of always land, which is great. This is, by the way, unloaded, clear. Nothing in it, dummy rounds, just as a reference. But so yeah, do have these were like I think eBay special +4 extensions, which I beat these up and they've lasted pretty long. They're just aluminum, nothing special there. They'll break eventually, and that's okay. Same thing with the ETS mags. I know some people have issues with those. I've never had a problem with them personally, so I still run them. I would never run them for self-defense or home defense or anything, but for range toys, I think they're great. All right, so we'll keep going kind of from the grip there. I did add a plug into the grip. You can kind of see it there. It's a little weighted plug. I don't remember how much weight it was. I think it was around like $30. It definitely is not brass or anything like that, but it helps balance the gun a little bit in hand, which is nice. Next up, I guess we'll go up to the optic. This is a Swampfox. I believe it's the Liberty model, their original one. Had it for years. I bought it when not that I have the money for an RMR now, but I bought it when I definitely didn't have the money for an RMR. And I also got the little casing kind of shell for it just to protect it a little bit. I haven't had any issues with it. I also haven't thrown it off a wall or anything like Sage Dynamics. So, but it hasn't lost zero yet. I've been running it I've probably put, I don't know, over 1,000 rounds through this gun for sure. Probably over 2,000 if I had to guess. Not sure exactly, but beyond that, I don't remember where I got the slide and barrel from with the lightning cuts on it. I think it gives it a really cool look to it, and it's a little less mass reciprocating back, especially with the comp on there. So runs flawlessly. I've never had a problem with it. Blacked out front and rear suppressor sight heights, so you get that 1/3 kind of co-witness as you're pressing out. And then what is the comp? AR arms or armament or something. It was a relatively inexpensive compensator at the time. It's about 1 inch long, so it adds a fair amount of weight to the front of the gun. And it's got that big kind of like chunk port style comp, so it does its job for sure. I'll throw some B-roll of us, me and my buddy shooting it just a few weeks ago. And I think it feels overall really nice for a Glock. I did do the extended takedown levers. I polished all the internals, and then the major change that I actually spent the most amount of money on, probably outside of the gun, was the Johnny Glock trigger in here. So you can kind of see. I should probably like do it against my shirt or something, but yeah, you can kind of see it there. This is the Johnny Glock trigger, and it is. I'm probably not going to do it justice like this. I might have to take the video a different way, but a little bit of creep. But the brake, it's almost like a rolling brake, I guess. It's not like a 2011 or anything like that, where it's kind of like a branch like snapping. It's a little more of like a rolling feel, but the reset is really short on this now, which some of it's from being polished. I know that, but for the price of what this was, Johnny Glock, I don't think you can really go wrong with it. And it's a wide trigger shoe without being fat or overwhelming, so I really like it. I shoot it great. That rolling break, for some reason, really does it for me. So I will. So that kind of gives you an overview of this. I would say the next step with this is I want to play around with the P80 full-size lower that I have. So I'll show that to you quick. Oh, I can't do this on YouTube, so let me get it out of frame. All right. Oh, new gun, look at that. So obviously same upper. This is a P80 full-size lower. Handle it like the sandpaper style, like grip tape on here, which is super tacky if you're doing shooting at the range. Extended for a long time, it can start to hurt the hands, but like it's so grippy, it's great to shoot with. So I think I'm going to bring this the next time we go to the range just to play around with it. Obviously the grip angle's a little bit less aggressive than the Glock standard grip angle, so a little more 1911 kind of style. This one has a magwell on it instead of the plug, which I might interchange them just to see what it feels like on the Glock, but I'll leave it on here for now. This comes with the undercut out of the box from P80. This I bought years ago before all the issues with P80, and then it's a Serpico. I again polished everything inside with a Serpico trigger shoe on here, which is actually really nice too. It's definitely thicker. It's a thick boy, but the trigger pull on this one too, like you definitely get down to the wall, and pretty decent break on it, to be honest, for what I paid for this one, which was, I think the shoe was around $40 on eBay, something like that when I bought it. But reset is audible again, really short reset. So I'll try to get my fat finger out of the way. Here we go. It's definitely, it has a bit of travel to it, but no complaints. Definitely out of my Glocks, these have the two best triggers. I've spent the most time on them, and you can definitely tell when you're shooting them that it's a fairly nice trigger. This one's definitely heavier than the Johnny Glock trigger. This is at least 5 pounds, but the break's nice. I'm okay with it being heavy. I don't have any issues with that. It's not a 2011, and it's never going to be, and it is what it is. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of my next step, I think, will be to bring this out and play around with it at the range. So be on the lookout for some of those videos. And then, like I said, I have a new tool on the way, and that's going to be my kind of segue into the 2011 game. I've never owned one, so it's going to be a little bit of a range toy and probably a bit of a build video on that coming up. I want to build it into range toy first, and then potentially start doing some limited optics USPSA style matches with it. So yeah, looking to get into that. And all right, very good. I think that'll kick off the first video for the Polybeams channel, and on the gun side anyway. And yeah, Piper's just snoozing away in the back as usual. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.